Well, it is night 2 without hardly any sleep. I said something when I got here about I hope it doesn't storm too much, but flipping heck. We've just entered day 3 now of a storm with, I'm sure you can probably hear the noise, this is the wind. And yeah, it's kept me awake now for the second night, and it just hasn't let up. I guess one thing today is that the rain appears to have stopped and eased off, but I'll take the rain any day over the wind. I want the wind gone. That is just, it's so draining. And the noise, wow. The other thing too is the rocking of the caravan. When a really good gust comes along, it's just, you hope and pray that nothing happens to the caravan, but so far, fingers crossed, it hasn't, and hopefully it won't. But yeah, it's just been horrendous. Well, finally, after about 4 days of horrendous weather, it finally cleared up here. But now it's time to move on. So yeah, time to say farewell to this beautiful spot, although it could be pretty wild too, but yeah, it just makes for the experience, really, doesn't it? I'm at my new destination, which is rather different from where I've just come from. This time I am in amongst the trees, although the ocean is not far away. So I'm in Tutukaka, and apparently they've had a lot of rain here recently, so I'm parked in the driveway as opposed to being on a site, but it is still lovely here and got all the amenities, so can't complain. But it's just, yeah, you can hear the birds. Bit of traffic, but yeah, it's beautiful. So that is the site that I should be parked on, and which is a real shame, because one of the great things here is we've got our own dump station right on the site, and I can't really plug into it. I can use it, but I still have to use my external containers for catching the grey water anyway. But at least it's not far to dump it, which is really good. I'm at the harbour in Tutukaka, and gosh, there's some beautiful looking boats in here, but yeah, it's just the harbour. There's a few shops over there, but let's have a look around. This is Whangamaru Bay, known to the locals as Wellington's Bay. But it's only about 4k from Tutukaka, and it's a beautiful area. I've spent a bit of time here a few years ago and absolutely love it. It's just gorgeous. And yeah, even though we are in the start of winter, it is an absolutely beautiful warm day here today. So yeah, this is Whangamaru Bay. And when the tide is low here, you can actually walk around the rocks to go to Nangaroo, which I think I did that once. Can't really remember now, but anyway, it's an option that you can do when the tide is low. behind me is an island, and on top of it is the Tutukaka lighthouse. And you can only get to it via, if it's low tide, so you've got to walk through the water. It's quite high, not exactly fit at the moment, so this is as far as I'm going. So anyway, here's a very long distance look with the Tutukaka lighthouse. I've just come up north a little bit to a place called Sandy Bay. Wow, what a difference. The weather has turned, there has been some rain, it's cooler up here and a lot windier as well, but yeah, pretty wild kind of beach, and there's a couple of people out there in the water too. So clearly they're enjoying it, but I shall sit in the comfort of the truck, I think, because it's rather windy and a bit cooler. That's it for today. So the rain has decided to come in a little bit earlier, so I've decided to stop with the sightseeing outside. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along on the journey, and give it the big thumbs up if you like it, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. So all it leaves me to say is thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.